Oakland Athletics trade deadline outlook. This is Ryan Finkelstein, managing editor at Just Baseball. Got another one of our editors here in Jack McMullen. The Athletics, definitely sellers. They were sellers this offseason. They made a pretty clear path where they were trading for these kind of upper level minor league guys or, just in the majors talent. Almost all of those trades have kind of flopped for them. They got to do right here. They got to get as much as possible. And it starts with the starting pitcher, Frankie Montas. What do they get for this guy? Where's he going?
You can make the argument that Frankie Montas is the best pitcher on the market, man. And Pablo Lopez, you could look at him. You could say that he is the new number one. Luis Castillo, you might like how much better the stuff is than everybody else. You might say that he's the number one. But it feels like you take a more subdued stuff of Luis Castillo and turn it into more consistency. That's what you've got with Frankie Montas. For me personally, I think he's the top starting pitcher on the market right now. I think that you've got to sell. This team should look terrible this September so you can look good in 2023. Montes should be gone. Your all-star, Paul Blackburn, he should be gone. Maybe you get something for Cole Irvin. There are a couple of bullpen pieces here too. Sam Moe, you might want to move him. AJ Puck, the former first-round pick, might want to move him. How about Lou Trevino? And then you look at the bats too, Sean Murphy, Ramon Laureano. I just named guys that could all get you 2 top 20 prospects, not the bullpen pieces, but I'm talking Montas, I'm talking Blackburn. Cole Irvin should get you a top 20 prospect, and then Sean Murphy should get you multiple. Laureano might get you a big league ready bat right now. Get guys that make sense for the future because the future is so far away.
It's crazy because, again, the way that they kind of flopped the offseason, now the pressure is on here, but this is a franchise that turns over rosters, and you look at their history. I mean, they're one of the more competitive teams in this division over the last decade. They find a way to win, even when there's no clear path. Right now, I'm not looking at a clear path at all, but who knows? Maybe the trades they make here next season, we're seeing a couple guys that are just quiet all-stars or starting to build that pedigree. The next, set of Chris Bassett's of the world that they can just churn out. Elvis Andrus is mentioned here, Seth Brown. I don't know if these guys really get you much of anything, but if you get anything for them, obviously you're selling anything and everything you can this season.
Yeah, dude, I think it's just sell absolutely everything. I think it's anybody over the age of 26 should be out the door. It's as simple as that. Like, it's ageist from the A's front office. I don't think that they should have much of a veteran presence at all. And this is their doing. They could have paid Matt Olson, could have paid Matt Chapman. They were never going to, so they let him walk. Could have paid Sean Murphy, could have paid Frankie Montas. They're not going to. They're going to let him walk. Ramon Laureano is a different beast because of the PED suspension. But yeah, man, I'm with you. I think that this team, with how successful they have been, understand that their path to the brightest possible future is by tearing it all down this year. And sometimes you see it steady where you don't get too high, you don't get too low at any given point. And, that's the mark of a good organization. The A's are going to be really bad in hopes of being really good for really cheap very soon. That's what Tampa did. Tampa thrived at it. Feels like San Diego did that. You know what? Looks like Baltimore's doing it too. They're going to be really good for really cheap because they were really, really bad for really, really cheap. And it feels like Oakland is going the Tampa and Baltimore route.
And the one thing that we got now that's different about baseball than years past, we're playing for ping pong balls, the lottery, right?
Yeah.
So they're trying to improve their lottery odds here to get the top pick in the next draft. And looking at what they've done so far this season, they'll have some pretty good odds.
I think so.
That is our outlook on the Oakland Athletics. Make sure you're tuned in to the State of the Division YouTube feed for all 30 outlooks on 30 teams. Tune in for the podcast. Again, 30 outlooks, 30 teams, and the write-ups at justbaseball.com.